kind of remembered like the reason I started stand-up comedy. I always wanted to do comedy, but the reason I started stand-up was because I saw like Seinfeld and I saw like the whole like American scene. So I felt like, well, I'm young. I need to go. And then I need to go there. I can't be looking through the window for the rest of my life. Like just kind of being a comedian, but also also being more of a fan of a comedy than a comedian.
Was it very difficult in the beginning?
Yeah. Horribly difficult. But it was also like it felt like it was such a like stupid decision that I kind of quite enjoyed it. It wasn't like I don't know. It's some pains are good. So I think it was in that sense it was horribly difficult, but it was all very, very pleasurable. And also like in the beginning, because I had like experience in Romania. So basically in the UK, and I started from like the lowest of the low open mics. But I had already like 7, 8, 9 years of comedy experience. So it was I did kind of breeze through those first few stages.
Could you just translate some jokes and they work, or no jokes would work if you just translate them?
I think it took me like a month or 2 months to decide to not translate any jokes. Initially, I thought some of them would work, but then I found out it's kind of like translating a song. You're gonna miss something, and something in the translation from like a 3-minute bit, something isn't gonna be as good. Like either a cultural reference that people don't get, or maybe like a word it's funny in Romanian but not funny in English.
Did you find so many cultural differences? Because our generations, you're born in the 80s, in the mid 80s. I'm in the early 80s. Our generation is the first generation that actually tried to close the gap in the cultural gap between the different European countries, right?
Yeah.
So do you still think that people are still very, very different from one culture to the other?
I think that, like the cool factor, it's not, that kind of changes a little bit. So if whatever's cool to talk about right now in Romania is still sort of at least a few weeks or months, or depending on the actual subject matter, but it is still a little behind of when you can talk it, when like a subject hits the mainstream. So right now in Romania, we're getting a bit of, we have like a party that's more left-leaning and more sort of Bernie Sanders-y. But then in America, Bernie Sanders has been a thing since like 2014. So there are like little differences. And also like a huge thing is the fact that people see me differently. Like in the UK, I'm a different person. They see me as like a Russian, Eastern European. Like they sort of all of the references about Eastern Europe come from like the communist times. So they do see me different. So if I want to be like ironic and say and do like a irony-filled joke about like a fat lady, that irony just goes out the window because I'm Eastern European.